And we are ready.
Wait,
So,
can I go
hey
live?
y'all. Welcome back to Honey's PSA. It is your girl, Honey Rarity. And alongside me right now, boy, this I'm scared of her. Now I'm gonna let her do her own introduction. But I have a very special guest with me today. It's the real city situation in here today. How I
Yeah.
feel. But go ahead and tell the people who are you? Who are you, girl? Who are you?
Yes. What's up, everybody? My name is Zenaida. True to myself, founder, CEO.
Can you hear? Yeah, cool.
Future esthetician,
Okay.
business owner, mentor, coach.
Doing your thing.
A little bit of everything.
Okay. Where did you grow up? So in case people gotta ask about us, they know what I mean by it's a real city situation.
I mean, I grew up in the city.
Okay.
Family from Bernal Heights.
Okay.
And then programs and just in the community in the Bayview.
Yeah, well, we see you working, Pooh. We see you working. She all nervous because I told her I did my homework on her, girl. I just looked at the Instagram and the tag photos. You really find out who a person is slightly. I be trying to be one person on one, but it's like I got too much shit going on, so I already know. But shouts out to you already. I'm going to give you your flowers up front because, baby, you doing it all. And it's like it's all in the same category, and I'm just like, as you see it kind of like blossom, what you do decide to share with everybody, it's like, look at my girl. Look at her doing her shit. Yeah. So giving you your flowers, Pooh.
I appreciate that.
That's just how that works out for me. I'm glad. And it's a different atmosphere because I don't have too many people from the city yet that's come on here that's fucked with me and put their stuff out here.
You from the city, you gotta like
That's why
I'm all about networking.
Good.
And that's
so if we have to drop any nugget right now, your network is your net worth. Can I get a hello? Hello. Thank you. But talk to me. Tell them about what is True to Myself. What's the brand about?
So True to Myself is a brand before it is anything, definitely. It is an umbrella to many things.
Okay.
Right now it is a clothing brand. I also do motivational speaking, just about my life story, about adverse childhood experiences and this notion of toxic stress, and just being a guide and mentor to the youth and to the community by any means. And so right now what we're doing outside of the clothing brand is right now we are contracted with different youth organizations. Something real big, and so it's just kind of like
at you doing
when
numbers,
people
baby girl. Let me get on the board or something, cause I bet you the check. I'm trying to think big, bitch.
And that's the thing. I was thinking too small, and so when people started reaching out, like, this is what I need, and I think you the perfect fit. It's like
that's always fucking humbling. Thank God for that, and it really be in the network.
It do. I'm always telling people, put me in any room. I'm a network, or
take care of my name if I'm not in that motherfucker.
Period. And I'm big on that. I'm big on that all the time.
Just said it too. Please, I love the people that can take care of my name when I'm not even in there, or bring my name up in a room full of strangers that could possibly put some money in my pocket. Because
I'm trying to
by all means, by any means, as long as the outcome is income.
Listen, anybody I know that's doing something, I'm gonna lock you in. So if somebody be like, oh, I'm looking for a makeup artist, boom, I got it.
Absolutely.
Somebody looking for a videography, boom,
stop playing. You the extension cord. Fuck the plug, bitch. You are the extension cord. What do you need? You might, between us two, we probably can make close to probably $1 billion.
Listen, eat right with me. Don't compete with me. You feel me?
Because
me versus me every day.
You want to be picky in the brain tomorrow? Because we can do this shit tomorrow.
Listen.
I'm not even saying, but okay, so what just intrigued me just by you saying that is that you're a motivational speaker and you talk a lot about you said some big words, and a lot of people don't really understand what that is, that adverse trauma, the resiliency, being able to show that through whatever fucking adversity, especially living in San Francisco, breathing, doing everything from the city. I just said the city made me. You want to know why I am the way that I am? The city did this shit, for real.
Right.
So to hear you say that, like, what are some of the things that you have said that you can say, that you've overcome that made you,
Just to make a long story short, I pretty much had to raise myself since I was 5.
Okay.
My mother had a very rare cancer, so the doctors didn't know how to treat her. She was the only person in the state of California to have that specific type of cancer. And so she was expected to live 3 to 6 months. So without knowing what was truly finna happen to her or me, she was like, I'm gonna teach you all the life skills you need to know.
At 5, bruh?
At 5.
That's many.
You know, I'm taking myself to school.
Yep.
At this time, I'm commuting from Pittsburgh. If I'm not commuting from Pittsburgh, I'm walking there from a family member house, you know? So it was just more so, you need to pay attention because I don't know what's going to happen to me. So, you know, with that, it was like I was blessed to have her until I was 18. But had she not taught me that to have ambition or to hustle or to understand that at any given moment, life can get real. You know, you got to instantly jump into survival mode. But with jumping into survival mode, it comes other toxicities.
Of course.
Learned behavior.
Come on, take them to church on a Tuesday. Girl, come on. Like, you know what you talk about because they really don't know, but I'm listening to you, for real.
Yeah, no. Like, San Francisco did a study. Dr. Nadine Burke, I actually was featured in an article with her. And basically, And so basically, everything that we experience that is traumatic or that has put some type of stress on us can have an effect on us and later, you know, project within our health, behavior issues, attitude, mood swings, stuff like that. And we ignore that and we think, oh, it's just PTSD or no, it's
or
other
they be like,
things.
we just angry because we females or y'all just hella emotional. Now, fuck you. I went through some traumatic ass shit, ho, and that's why I act the way I act. You lucky I can take your head off. No, seriously.
Nah, that part. And so you have to learn to be resilient, but at the same time, you also have to reflect on thyself on what are learned behaviors that's been passed down to us generationally.
Yep, so breaking the generational curses.
And so for me, I've been through so much. My father was an orthodontist. My mother's been sick pretty much all my life. Then comes drug abuse. What other situations come with the things that we deal with? We all have issues. Like, I'm not going to take nobody's story from them.
At all.
But when we then become accountable for, are we going to continue to allow learned behavior or are we going to break that? And so that's where we at right now with True to Myself, is just having the opportunity to support people along their journey. I'm learning. I'm learning. Let's do this together. And like you said, if I see somebody that's ambition, like, you know, passionate about what it is that they do, like, let's do this collectively.
I'ma fuck with you.
You get what I'm saying? As long as you willing to put in the work, I don't mind putting in the time.
I know, I agree. 110%. The mentality is already there because, one, don't waste my time because, as they say, wasted time is worse than wasted money. And I can definitely fucking... Give me cheers to that one on camera.
Salute,
cheers. Don't waste my motherfucking time. It's worse than wasting my goddamn money.
Definitely. Definitely.
But I feel that. And a lot of, so you embody your brand. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, definitely.
That's the only way that I know that you can do it. And you said it's like an umbrella to other shit. So I'm excited. I don't know if you, like, it makes me feel away, but I'm like, you know, you doing your shit. Like, as little as you think that this is not going to make a difference per se, just being able to sit and tell your story is probably that's half of it. You feel me? Like, your testimony is going to take you a long way. There's so many other people that may be feeling the same way that we feeling, and it's just like, I don't got the time, the means, or the person to process this with. We got to not talk about mental health. It's such a stigma in where we grew up at. So it's like, come on now. We sit here and we take the L and y'all gonna have to pay me for these $30,000 school fucking loans because at this
I'm trying 30.
What? I'm finna go. I'm going for that. I'm going for the gusto. I'm going in for my master's. So they talking about a hot 60. I don't got a 60 piece, but you know, during the pandemic, I maybe call one of my, you know. Anyway, to see if they got any money left because I don't want to talk about them hoes. But anywho, talk to me. So who, aside from, I mean, I'm gonna not assume it's your mother, but she instilled that in you. But who are some of your biggest influences, or who have you been influenced by?
Dr. Tiffany Marshall. Excuse me, not Marshall. That's Dr. Marshall. So Dr. Marshall from Alive and Free. Excuse me.
Oh, so yes, the man that's on the radio. With the unique voice. Shouts out to
definitely him. Alumni of Omega Boys Club. They definitely saved me, kept me alive, free, and educated.
Look at you.
Definitely a sponsor. Dr. Tiffany Johnson, who's my mentor, who took me in and pretty much been by my side ever since. My mom passed away, unfortunately, when I was 18. Her whole purpose was, I want to live to see you graduate. But unfortunately, that wasn't able to happen. And so during this process, I was going through my process of attending San Francisco State or not. So when you join EOP, you have the opportunity to kind of like do your math and English over summer, like a summer school.
It's actually the cheat code for real.
And if you pass,
y'all don't know,
you pass, you get to go.
Yes.
If you don't, you gotta go to city college or community college and then transfer in. And so the day my mom died, I called her and I was like, look, check this out. My mom passed away last night. I'ma handle what I gotta handle. Give me about 3 days and I'll be back in motion. And they were like, oh, well, we think you need to grieve. You should quit. And I was like, nah. You let me be the judge of that. Like, this is what she wanted. She not here.
Right.
And so I called my mentor and I was like, they told me to quit. And she was just like, nah.
Yeah.
It ain't in you to quit. You ain't get this
far.
Not going down. And so with the support of her and my EOP advisor, Jennifer, I love you, Jennifer.
Shouts out to you.
Yeah, they really made it a point for me to get in. I didn't pass my classes in that course. You know, I'm taking tests, crying, just really going in, but I showed up every day. And
girl.
They didn't. They were like, "Oh, unfortunately, you haven't been admitted." Then the EOP director personally called me. I was at City, and I'm networking with my mentor. Like, okay, these are the classes that I'm trying to enroll in. She's navigating the system for me, and I get a phone call. Somebody is blowing my phone up. But during then, like, City was crowded. You ever been in City where it's like you sitting on the floor, it's hella crowded, everybody used to meet in front of the gym.
You was going, it was cracking, girl. Mind you, I was old as shit at City. I spent hell, I was trying to collect that financial aid. I still passed though. But
City was lit though.
It was lit.
It was lit. Like, even if you didn't go there, that was the
meat in the classes. Bitch, at City. Bitch, them hoes was trying to copy my homework. Like, I'm trying to get the answers from you.
Right.
No.
And so what ended up happening was the EOP director was like, your mom passed. That's unfortunate. However, you came every day, you showed up, and you stayed dedicated. And with that, we need more people like you here at San Francisco State, so welcome. So I was able to attend San Francisco State right out of high school. And it's hella funny because my first day of high school in 9th grade, I predicted this for myself. Like, I manifested it. I was like, I'm finna be like the 5th generation that went to Lincoln, so I'm a Lincoln alumni.
Look at you.
And then,
okay, golly. Shouts out to the Mustangs.
Yes.
They just won the Turkey Bowl, too.
Okay, I know, that's right.
My son played for them.
My cousin hold one of the records there, Vernon O'Gilvy.
Look at you. What do you do? Look, where he at right now? Just playing. Is he in the league? No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
But with that being said, I was able to go. That's it. And so the moral of the story is I did 2014 criminal justice studies, minor in Africana studies, a year at USC and master's in social work. I didn't complete it, but I did graduate with my esthetician, hours. So we working on a license next.
Listen, I'm going to push your ass to go back because the best revenge is your fucking paper. And at this point, school was just like, it's just another hustle, bruh. Like, it's real. Like, realistically, every time I keep saying I'm going back to college, they be like, bro, you having another graduation party? And bitch, the fuck.
Period. Listen,
because I did I got the one from City, went to State. I'm like, so look, we just got into USF.
I know that's right.
That shit is expensive, bitch.
I believe it. I believe it.
I don't have to sell a whole lot of feet pics. Please like, subscribe, and
hey, I heard that. I heard it really make money, but I also heard that it's like hard to do the application because.
Girl, wait, what are you talking about? The school or the feet pics?
The feet pics.
Oh, okay, yeah. So now off the subject. For real, yeah, it make money.
I know that's right.
I'm tell you, would you consider it?
Would I?
You got cute feet? I'm not gonna make you feel about it. We might make some money off that shit if we both put our feet up on it. You feel me?
I just don't like feet in general.
You don't like feet?
I don't like feet in general, but at the end of the day.
So if your man told you, baby, I had a long fucking day at work. I'm motherfucking tired. Can you rub my feet?
I be trying to rub mine all the time. He be, I'm tired. So hey, I would do
that.
Tired
to get your feet?
Yeah, no, I would do that, but it's like you gotta have some socks on. I mean, he a chef, so it's like he's standing on his feet all day. So it's just kind of like.
Where he at chefing? Don't without like exposing him. Where he at chefing? Take me out to dinner.
I mean, whenever you ready, he eat Fridays.
I'm serious.
We'll take you to the food truck on Fridays.
Thank you. Y'all heard it here. She owed me a date. Okay, so no feet. But anyway, can I tell you an experience that I've had? So people be weird, bruh. Like God, everything. People be weird. So I didn't realize that there was like a fetish for like almost damn near everything. Until I went to fucking Reddit, bruh, and I seen pregnant ladies selling nudes. Like, men wanted to see pregnant bitches in their bellies covering the coot. Like, bitch, I could do that for free. You know? Like, bitch, stop playing with me. And you hoes getting money for that? So then I was thinking big, bitch. But no, seriously, somebody was like, let me see your toes. And I thought they was playing. Mind you, I'm on Instagram acting a fool in the DM. Don't slide in my DM on no weird ass shit. Talk about something, let me see your toes. Because, bitch, I'm going to send me the money first.
Right. Here go the cash app.
Girl, so after figuring out who the mutuals was, and I had to ask the person, like, are they really weirdos? But anyway, techies. He was a techie. Oh. And he had a foot fetish. Oh, no. And he wanted me, he paid me, excuse me.
I know that's right.
Damn, I sound like a hoe. Anyway, he paid me to go get a pedicure, get it in the color that he wanted, and he just wanted a video of them rubbing the oil on my feet.
Listen, we got addicted beauty in the building, like she said.
She's gonna get her flowers too. But seriously, and it was a hot little. You know, I'm not gonna put the price on it because they could be what?
If you want the request, then baby, I'm gonna tell you the number.
Okay, I got $300 to get a pedicure, y'all.
You ain't said nothing. I know.
And when I say it was on, send the funds, bitch. Oh, he sent the funds. And then it got weird because then he was like, I just want to rub your feet. I'm like,
yeah, no.
Okay, yeah. And that's where that ended. And okay, I promised I didn't do bust no dates so he could rub my feet, even though I do be liking a good foot rub. Like, that's my thing. I'm finding people in this dating pool that don't like to touch feet. It's really sad.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to stop talking about feet.
Nah. You ever got your toes sucked?
What?
That's
See, now. It's a different sensation, okay? We want to talk about toe sucking. Nah. Yes, I have had it in a plethora of different said ways, okay? You know, like, you know, no.
It's a no for me.
No? Seriously? Okay, so we gonna jump. So what are things that are off limits? Don't touch. We're not doing. Don't touch it in the bedroom. What's a no? What's the absolute hell no? You just gonna stick with the. You just gonna stick with the feet. I mean, you could just stick with that if you don't want to go into it.
You know, I think that when
she about to try to give me a scientific answer. No,
when you have a partner, right?
Okay,
and it's in the long run. What I can tell you is infinite possibilities.
Oh, you gotta know it. Do the body right.
Okay.
I don't even want to jump into this with you, but where's the craziest place that you've ever done and had sex? No, too much. Okay. What's the craziest? I'm excited. I can tell she a little. When your birthday?
February 17th on Aquarius Pisces, baby.
It's these Aquarius Pisces people in my life that, you know, they'll be trying to act like y'all don't get down, like y'all not like, you know, like it's mating to me. Like she's trying to keep it together, you know.
The wildest. Let's just say it had a ocean view, sand and stairs.
Sounds so romantic.
Was
it on the stairs?
It was.
Oh God, look at her reminiscing.
Fuck.
We're gonna leave that. Keep this shit rolling.
We might have to delete that one.
Let me switch that out a little bit. Okay, you are from the city now. This is gonna make or break our relationship for all my mama. Where's the best place to get a burrito in the city?
Where's the best place? Okay, so. It's like 3 of them.
I could give you that.
It's the one by Glen Park.
Which one?
The one by Glen Park. I think so.
That's the one that got the peas in their rice.
And then, of course, the one on 24th in Mission, and then the one on 24th in Alabama.
What, the El Farolitos?
Yeah, them are probably 3 that I go to so far in the city. But I also, like, I'm a person that anytime I eat, I'm like, I'm going across the bridge. So.
Oh, that's you? Yeah. People don't like to go across the bridge, but here we are. Shouts out to the across the bridge motherfuckers. But no, where your best spot across the way? I might need to take a little, you feel me?
I like Maya Halal. That's been my go-to. I think Else was on. I can't think.
Elsa's on.
Yeah, that
shouts
one.
Out to them. I had them one night out for going out of a Sunday service. Shouts out to the DJs. That shit was so good. I had a fucking grilled cheese birria.
Like the little tostada one or something like that.
It was a grilled cheese sandwich with the birria in it. It had cheese on the inside and outside. Made it all, having a baby D moment. Bitch, you over here having flashbacks about that, and I'm thinking about birria tacos. What the fuck? What the fuck here? What the fuck? Okay, we cool then. That's them 3, motherfucking places that I would go to top 3 for sure. Okay. So talk to me. What now? I was on your Instagram, and you was getting them fucking fits off.
Which one?
Use all of them, bitch. Everything that you've posted, you got your fit off. Like you look fucking great. I might be one of these motherfuckers at this point.
Thank you.
But as I like to call us, and shouts out to my girlfriend, we juicy.
Okay.
We juicy.
That's what he said.
Right. But what is like your biggest fucking? I'm not gonna call it a pet peeve, but it's like been your worst experience of like being a shit. We ourselves at this point. But like, what's the craziest shit people have never said to you, try to get at you? And we from the city, so like, shit get many. So
get at me like, can I get your number or
shit?
The other way.
Either way.
I don't know. I mean, it get like one thing about me, like despite if I find you, like if I want to take it further and give you my number or not, at the end of the day, I'm always polite when people do it. Like, you feel me? Simply because you never know what it took for somebody to go out their way to say hi in a respectful way. Well, simply because like I grew up with all the rah-rah. So I'm at a point in my life where it's like I don't want no parts of that. Like, you feel me? So
what's the wickedest DM then, I guess?
Woo!
See, now you gotta ask the right questions. I wasn't asking the right questions. What's the wickedest DM somebody never just,
Somebody asked us like lick my toes. I said, what? Like, what? And then started asking me so many questions. I was like,
you think that was ops?
What is going on here?
This is a setup here.
It's some wild. I'd be like, ooh. Like,
did you entertain it?
If I'm bored, but it'd be like if I'm with gang and them, like, you feel me? We passing the phone around entertaining it, like, it's
I'm
not.
Scared of y'all group chats. Y'all group chats probably sick. They probably roasting y'all in the motherfucker. I might need to get added into the conversation. Fuck leaving the conversation. I might have to get in that shit.
Not the wildest outside of toes and stuff. Yeah, it's just been some stuff.
Some wicked.
And it just be like, nah, bruh. Like,
I got a classic when the motherfucker told me I didn't answer him back fast enough. He was like, you fat bougie bitch, just because you got a couple likes on your Instagram pics, bitch. I got it on camera too. I'm gonna show it at the end as a clip. He said it, you fat bougie bitch. That's why I don't talk to you fat hoes, because you bitches be bougie. Just because you got a little Instagram likes, bitch, don't mean nothing. All because I didn't answer your DM.
It got your attention,
bruh.
That's all it takes.
And I laughed, and he didn't even use his real profile picture. But golly, you was upset, sir.
Right.
Shit,
right.
I left him on red for like 4 hours, and that's what I got, man. Bitch, can I get back to it? If you watching this, I don't want to talk to you. Don't DM me tonight.
As a voluptuous, juicy, as you like to call it, woman. At the end of the day, like, you calling me fat, we know this.
Right.
And somebody that's gonna love all of this, baby. You feel me?
And I know somebody that like it, bitch.
Okay,
No, seriously.
And so that shit
ain't never stopped.
Is.
I said being big ain't never stopped me from doing anything but getting some clothes.
Period.
Seriously, that's the only thing. Because it ain't no anyway. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna put us out there like that. But okay, Can I say what you do for a 9 to 5? Like, we know you work with kids at a school, right? Yeah. Are you a coach? Like, are you a teacher? What are you, a paraprofessional?
Nah, I'm a student success.
Oh, she's motivating the youth too at the same time. Do you see yourself in a lot of the kids that you mentor?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. A lot.
I try to show up as somebody I wish I had because I could relate, and that's the thing. Working in the field that I do, you never really feel like people can relate. You get what I'm saying?
And that's really what it is.
And go ahead.
I just have never. I don't feel like that. You get what I don't think that. I think that sometimes the implants, I call them implants, that get placed in schools to teach us or teach our kids, because I got 2 of them, and you in the schools, they don't have the satire. They don't really know the culture. And so because of that, I feel like we lack in a lot of that shit. And so our kids, they don't benefit from that situation, right? Like you remember your favorite teacher. You know a favorite teacher. You know what I'm saying? And the impact that they had on your life, whether it's them bringing you a fucking jelly bean every day to school. You know? You remember those people. So I just was saying that. But you see a lot of yourself in your kids. Yeah.
I tell them, like you said it earlier, like it's all about meeting them where they at. And, one step is better than no steps. You get what I'm saying? You either
some motion better than none.
Yeah, right. you gotta pick your poison and figure out.
Is these high school kids? Okay. Damn. You remember what you was doing in high school, huh?
I mean, I wasn't even that bad. I was chill. I was quiet. I was always to myself.
You got good grades in high school?
They was good enough.
I passed the motherfuckers, huh?
Right, they was good enough.
What's the funniest story that a kid has ever came to you with, bruh? Like, I know your days be probably wacky as fuck, but like, see, you're laughing, and I this is like pure content, because kids say the funniest shit, bruh. Like, I be looking at memes and shit, and they be like, oh, the kid drew a fucking stripper pole, and the mama and the money everywhere. Like, what's your mama's favorite thing to do? Drink wine? This her my mommy happy juice? Like, what's the maniest shit a kid has ever brought to school and told you?
I don't know where to start.
Oh, you should write a book. I can't
even.
Write a book.
I mean, let continue to manifest it. It might come.
I promise you. Or
it might come sooner than you think.
For real. With all the funnies. Just all the funnies, the shit that kids be saying. Because, at this fucking point, the shit I'm going through as a goddamn... And my kid's 15, 16. So they're in... Like I said, my son is at Lincoln. And so it's like... It's different. Like, I see... My kids are my karma. Right?
Oh, yeah. They said, I mean, I don't have no kids yet, but they do say, like, watch when you get kids, they gonna remind you of you.
I got a boy and a girl. If I ever wanted to know what kind of impact I was going to have as a man, I'm pretty sure my son is embodying that, because he's giving me a run for my money. An adult, pre-puberty kids, and you get to see them. Like, do you work with? You get to see the kids from fucking freshmen till they graduate, right?
Yeah, and I've been in the field for a while, so some of the kids that are where I work, I've probably had them previously or from an outside program or a previous job.
It make you feel good.
Yeah.
You get to see them progress and be great.
Yeah.
You get to progress and see them be great.
Right.
I feel it. So nothing funny that comes to mind? Like,
you keep on asking me.
Yeah, because I know it's got to be something. I gotta end this on the fucking,
I can't think of nothing.
Okay.
I really can't.
Wild as shit. Nothing? All right, fine.
No, it's so much. Like, you gotta
you're gonna have to write a book. You're gonna have to write a book.
You gotta understand. These kids will walk the hallway and be like, Zenaida, wait a minute.
Not by the first name.
Yeah. Well, see, I don't mind it. Like, I understand the whole Miss and Mr. thing is a respect thing. But me personally, certain rooms I walk in, I'll allow you to call me that. But with the kids, some do really call it. They be like, Miss Zenaida, and I be like, yo, you make me feel old.
You're making me. You're adding on to the madness here.
But when we stand on business, that's how you address me. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So with them, I just want them to, like, I'm not saying, yeah, that's it.
Myself. You see what I did?
Yeah.
I laid that on the table for you. Girl,
meet them where they at.
Commercial. Okay. Couple of questions. What is your advice for your future self? A lot of people say that about what kind of advice would you give your younger self, but what advice would you give your future self?
Stand on what you stand on. You get what I'm saying? Mean business. People be like, oh, you're always about business, but people fail to realize any interaction that you have is business. You get what I'm saying? And so, like, you'll hear sayings like only the family or, only at the business table type of thing. Like, same motto, like, stand on business and don't let nobody stop what it is that you work so hard, not only to become, but to get to where you get to. And you owe it to yourself. You don't owe it to nobody else, if you gonna go ahead and break the cycle, then stand on it.
And for real, really do it. And you have, and I'm just like, you just gave me goosebumps because I'm like, bro, you really have it. Just this little 20-minute joint, you feel me? You just made me realize what I'm looking at. Like, you really a gem, bro.
I appreciate that.
You really a gem, for real, for real. This is a part of the show where you get to ask Honey anything because I grilled you. So
nah, it's good.
You get to have this.
Like I said, I wasn't too bad, you know.
You did great. You're doing fucking great. You're doing great, sweetie.
Oh, big shout out to my manager. Big shout out to my PR. Like, you know, definitely.
Who is it? Give him his flowers. That is a part of the show too. But,
yeah. So one of my business mentors definitely is Duct Tape Clothing. Real great person. Person took me under my wing. Got me into the streetwear industry.
That's
and then Holla the Truth. Definitely heard my story, got inspired, and then collectively
Shouts out to Holla. Shouts out to Holla the Truth. That's my boy. My very first guest on the podcast when we started it. Yes.
Yeah, now he was the second guest on my podcast, my mentor.
We gonna get into it.
Yeah, you know.
Why you stop?
So, just because I just felt that I wasn't ready, to be very honest.
You're never going to be ready.
Yeah, and so...
You just did it here. So this is your confirmation that you need to do your own shit.
Right. I appreciate that. Somebody told me, like, you know, it ain't got to be perfect. It just has to get done. And so that's where I'm at. Like, I'm just trying to line people up, but I'm doing so many things. And people... like I said, big shout out to Addicted Beauty right here. She mentors me just as much as I mentor her. And she always be like, Zenaida, you're focusing on so many things. You got to focus on one. But the way my business is lined up, you can't focus on one because it all flows within. It's that entrepreneur life, bruh. You know, so.
It's non-stop motion every fucking time. When you don't think you got something to do, you got something to fucking do.
Yeah, nah.
This is your confirmation to do it. And I'm telling you that we started this shit in the garage in Antioch, bruh, with a yellow backdrop. Simple as a motherfucker, about $100 microphone, and got to it. And it was that simple. And same thing, I took that little break after Flex passed away. You feel me? And it was just like, I'm back. Like I wouldn't be back if it wasn't for y'all. Like little do you know, between you and a couple of my last guests, like y'all motivated me. Like, what's up with the podcast? Like, why you stop? Like, what are you doing? But it's worth it. And I'm all about making sure that I'm planting seeds now that my future self can thank me for. Regardless if I started and failed that motherfucker, at least it's on a resume. I tried it. I did it.
And that's all that matter. One of the principles that's true to myself is understanding that...
It's principles. I'm like, this sounds like a cult. Bitch, I need in. Let me get one of these sweaters.
One of the principles is just never giving up. It don't matter.
That's the first. That's the virtue in
And so
Buddhism.
you got to use whatever pain you dealing with, whatever depression you battling with, whatever it is,
she telling us,
channel that.
Yes.
Tune in and zone all the way into perfect whatever craft, talent, search within yourself, because that's where you get to release that anger, fear, and pain. You get what I'm saying? Instead of keeping it in, you know.
Some people rap, some people talk shit. Some people do drugs. Shit. We trying to change the game at this fucking point.
Right. Yes. Right. Whatever it is you got to do for you, just, you know, make it happen for yourself, because we can be stagnant, and you have two options similar to the Matrix. We either gonna sit here and just be stagnant, or you gonna move forward and some gonna get left behind. Figure it out. You only got 2-3 options.
I feel you. You got a question for me? For the Ask Honey? Come on, Ray.
Yes.
I'll finish my drink. I'm a little nervous. But
no, it's good. What inspired you to move forward with doing your podcast? Like, what's the story behind it? Like, what's your mission here?
To be honest, Honey's PSA was really just, it was a thought that came up from hosting Clubhouse rooms. So when Clubhouse was some of yours, so Clubhouse was a thing during the pandemic, and so that was like, it felt like an OG, like a chirp, but it was like OG, like a party line. You feel me? Because say hello, bitch, who is this? You get to take away power, give power. It was a green dot. It was always some many shit going on. And shouts out to my old Clubhouse crew, because y'all, you know, y'all held me down for real. But even in that, bruh, that's a lot of where people they were like, I listened to you. And I'm like, for real? Like, you serious? You know? So with that, just with my team for real that I started this shit off with, they were like, honey, just do it. And I'm like, I don't even know where the fuck to start. Like, where do we even start? And so, like I said, we bought a fucking mic. We was in the fucking garage at Fat House, and we just was trying to do our shit, you know? So in the midst of, like, I had recorded one episode after Flex passed away. And it was hard, not gonna lie, because he was supposed to be there. Like, he's supposed to be here. You feel me?
Right.
And that grief and that hurt that I felt losing somebody I was talking to on the fucking phone every fucking day. You was coming, pulling up on me, sliding. We was getting money together. You don't never forget the people you make money with, ever. So
that's law. Yeah.
It was hard for me to push through that, for real. And everybody was just like, bro, like, on some real, like, we miss you. What the fuck? You left us with three episodes and they was cool, but where the rest of them, you know?
Right.
And so same thing with you, like, not saying it like that, but I took damn near 2 years off, bro. Because it hurt still to this day. And it was just like, y'all was like, what are we doing? And I'm like, fuck, let me just book this fucking studio time. We're going to do this. And so look, we look like we getting a little bit of shmoney here.
And he with you every step of the way, though.
And no, for real. And I feel that. Just like I feel like, you know, we got angels, for sure. Because if it wasn't for him, dog, like, it's just so many different things that man, his death, like his life and his death, all in the same kind of breath, made me feel like, damn, bruh, that's how precious life be, bruh. You're never prepared for it. You feel me? And when it happens, it's just about how you deal with it. Like, there's nothing guaranteed to you in this life but death and taxes. I don't know if y'all ever heard that shit, but them the only two fucking things guaranteed to you in this life. And so why not prepare yourself? You know, like, a lot of the times we don't know how to process death. And that's the problem. So we get angry, or we see the outcome of our young black men mad in the motherfucker when they partner die, bruh, because they don't know how to funnel that shit into something constructive. They get angry. They want to go eye for an eye. They want to be outside, and we've lost too many people to shit like that. And let's just be honest, like, we've been fucking desensitized to gun violence. You feel me? So it's like, in the city, people don't know, but it's like, bruh, we shouldn't have been going to funerals at 12, 13 years old, bruh.
Yeah, I mean, one of Dr. Marshall's philosophy is violence is a drug. You get what I'm saying? And
I truly believe that shit.
Trying to break the cycle is when you become free of that. That's your prescription. That's doing the totally opposite of
to write that down
what it is that we're so used to that goes on not only within our homes but then within the community.
Yeah, we living and breathing that shit. So I'm glad that we both can sit here and say that. Like, I'm really genuinely like, bruh, I would have never known, you know, until you really sit down and have that conversation with somebody and be like, oh shit, definitely. Told you learn a lot about your friends on the podcast. This is a part of the show where this is your time to shine. You get to tell the people, what do you have going next for yourself? What's coming up for you? This is where you give your flowers out to the people that you want to give your flowers out to. This is your time to shine.
So
what's next?
What's dropping next right now? It's a few things that's dropping. Not finna disclose too much because I am going into 2023 making more moves, less announcements.
Ooh, I'm ready for your motion. Okay,
you get what I'm saying. So we got some bucket hats on the way coming out in a few colors. Definitely finna tap in with some jogger sets.
Nice.
Bring back the hoodies. This is my signature hoodie right here.
Okay.
I actually love it. It was like one day I hit my graphic designer like, we don't have a signature logo, bro.
Yeah, we need that.
You know, and so I was like, let's lock in because we had to initially rebrand.
Really?
Yeah. So somebody literally stole the whole brand from me. Just took true to self.
That's crazy.
You know?
For real?
Yeah. So
is it tratrademark now?
We gonna
get through it. We gonna
like
make
I
sure
said,
that
making more moves, less announcements.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you could delete
because we can start to get this money, bitch. We can start suing these motherfuckers.
And so, with that being said, we got some curriculum on the way.
Okay.
So some ebooks.
Okay.
Just to name a few, I don't want to say too much because, like I said, I'm trying to move towards making more moves and less announcements. I feel you. So big shout out to one of my mentors, Dr. Tiffany Johnson, Duct Tape Clothing. You got Addicted Beauty, like I said, Holla the Truth, Rome's Kitchen.
Shout out to you.
Just to name a few. So yeah, you know.
Yeah, and where can the people find you? Like on your socials and the interwebs? Like, let the people know.
You can find us on IG. True to Myself Clothing with the number 2. And that's really all we got.
Okay,
right
you ain't got no other platforms. You don't want them to find you nowhere else. Instagram, no Twitters.
Oh yeah, Twitter is. I think I just made my Twitter. Can I?
Yes, absolutely.
So that's another thing we stepping into 2023. Challenge yourself.
Right, for real. Yourself, and it can be a lot because, girl, I just made a TikTok today.
See, she be telling me to make my TikTok. She's like, did you make your TikTok? Did you make your TikTok?
Bruh, I just started it. I don't even know what to do for the first one. They was just like, be yourself. I'm like, bruh. When I signed up and said they could do 10-minute videos, I'm like, fuck no.
Oh, wow. See, look, I don't even know how to work it, girl.
Girl, tell me later. We gonna shout out.
Okay, so it's T2M_true to myself.
That's your Twitter handle?
Yes, that's the Twitter handle. I just made it. Look, I'm not tech savvy, but I'm always willing to learn. So,
of course. And then technology taking over, bruh, so we gotta keep up. We don't want to be the old people not knowing about technology.
No, for real. I mean, I let the kids do their thing.
For real. All right, y'all. That concludes this episode of Honey's PSA. You know, you can find me on Instagram at honey__rarity. You can find me on Twitter with the same handle if you're lucky. Make sure that you follow us, subscribe to us on YouTube at honey_rarity. Don't forget to, get your merch from Too Trifling Collective. And yeah, that's a wrap, folks. I appreciate your time. Thank you for sliding through.
Thank you for having me.
Big purr in this bitch. Woo! And that is a wrap, y'all.
Yes.
How you feel?
I'm nervous. How did I do, y'all?
How you think she did? Yeah? Was you watching it on TV? She was looking at her on TV. Yeah, come on, what's up? We get you in here too.
Oh, dang.
No, like, if listening, was you tuned in? That's really what I be really, really, really worried about. Like, it's the audience for everything. Like, I said that shit about the Reddit shit, bro. I really stumbled across that shit and was like, the pregnant bitch selling news? Like, this is weird. It's something for everybody.
Oh, yeah, no. Somebody will tap you like, can I buy your shoes off your feet?
Bro, right now, I'm pretty sure if we could have made some heavy money, bitch, because they'd be like, oh, yeah, I can see them too and something for sure. I know it. I know somebody's going to be like, yeah, these two hoes. I want to see what that's about. But thank you for coming. I'm glad you were here. But get to it. Do your podcast, bro. Yeah. Like, it's nothing to do it but to do it.